Here's another feature on this skill saw. Is for angles, you've got another lever here, and you lift that up. Then you can tilt the table whichever angle you want. And there's little marks over here, and you can tell how far to go. You know, for 45-degree angle, there's a mark on there for that. And then there's also ones for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You look over here and you can see different things here. Now, obviously it's not going to give you every single mark. So if you want 22.5, you know to go in between a couple different marks. But it's really handy to do that. But once you get off your angles, you want to make sure this table stays flat, and there's a definite mark there. So you want to make sure you get that pushed over all the way. And here's another tip. After a while on your table, if you're not careful with setting your table down properly, you could have a tendency to get this out of square ever so slightly. So what I'll do is I'll cut through a 2x4 or something like that, and then I'll actually take a square and put it on the side of my cut and see if it's a perfectly square cut. And if it's not, I can adjust this ever so little one way or the other. You know, if I know it needs to be slightly off, there's a little notch right there, slightly off the notch for square, I'll do it like that. Or if I know it needs to be right on there, tight, right in the middle of the notch, I'll do that. But that's really important, especially when you're cutting like door bottoms or something like that. You don't want to get off and have one side of the door at one size length, and the back side of the door is an 1/8 inch shorter because this is out of whack. Plus, when you're cutting trim or square corners and you've got it on a deck or something, you want two pieces butting up together, a 2x6 end and a 2x6 end. And if you don't have those ends nice and square, they're not going to fit tight, are they? You may think, oh, what's going on? Well, it could be because your table is not perfectly square to your wood, okay? So pay attention to that and check that out every once in a while when you're using your saw.